what just happened was the two Galabdur have just the large rock stone people just rolled into basically performed a rollout into our boy Articus and our boy Alaya, or our female Alaya. Bro is universal. I think that's fine. So they have both been hit and severely injured. In fact, Articus was knocked unconscious, possibly dead.
Yes.
We will now resume at the action of Bryn.
Seeing that Articus has just gone down and seeing how he's been very helpful in keeping me alive, as most everyone has been except for myself.
True.
I am going to... Oh, wait, do I have him? I don't. All right, well, I'm going to go over and make a medicine check anyway and try and stabilize him.
Okay.
Bless you.
I'm not going to use that die.
Use this one.
Die.
This
How
one's
much
been
damage
good for
do you
me.
want?
It's even
Just-
red.
I mean,
Negative
so
one.
it makes sense that it rolls low.
Right.
Well, theory is disproven.
What did you roll?
6.
Okay. Unsuccessful. You're kind of just patting him on his body and he's not really getting anything done. You figured out, you don't know when medicine as much as you thought you did.
Articus, wake up.
Just slapping him.
Now it is that the end of your turn?
Um,
I mean, that would be your action.
that's my primary action.
Correct.
I am going to burn another key point to activate patient defense.
Which is?
Wait, can I do that? Is that an action?
Yeah, you would not be able to do that because I believe that's an action.
I thought most key related things were bonus actions.
If it says so, then yes, you can do it.
Yeah, we'll double check that. If not, what would you do if you or?
If not, then that's the end of my turn.
Let's see. To take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. So you can take, if you haven't used a bonus action, you can burn a key point to do patient defense as a bonus action.
And what does this do?
I will do that.
Dodge is a little. Oh yes,
Okay.
I'm looking for dodge specifics. It's like
Isn't
the
it like
opponent gets disadvantage. It's a little weird, but it works very well.
It's basically a disadvantage against attack against you.
I believe
Against
so.
pretty much any attacks.
How long does that last?
Until
It's
it's
just for
next
this turn.
Okay. So we will move on to Grimjaw as you look that up.
All right, so I go and I have my bow still out. So how far away are these?
The one that just hit Alaya is about 15 feet from you.
15 feet?
The other one behind you is maybe another 15, 20 feet.
Okay, and Mr. Bubbles is approximately where in relation to them?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Where's Mr. Bubbles in relation to?
Mr. Bubbles is still right next to you.
Okay.
So another 15 feet.
All right, so I'm just going to take a sharpshooter one, the one that's right in front of me.
Okay.
So that's
DM needs to speak.
Okay.
To give a rolling dodge will give attackers a disadvantage against him until his next turn, and he gets advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
that's a 5.
A 5.
Five
Okay.
hit.
Right, DM.
That's 5 damage.
5 to hit.
Oh, 5 to hit. That misses.
All right,
All right.
that's it.
It is now Mr. Bubbles' turn.
All right, so Mr. Bubbles is going to rush up to the one that's right in front of us, and he's going to try and just punch it straight in the face.
Okay.
It's 12.
That's missing.
All right, it's nothing he can do.
All right. And now it is going to be Elias' turn.
I have a thing in front of me, right?
Correct. Directly in front of you.
Okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy.
Okay, you get disadvantage, correct? Because it's directly in front of you.
Yeah. I actually want to question something real quick.
Okay.
If I hit it, since I'm casting 2, I get disadvantage on the 1 because it's right next to me. But the first one pushed it away from me enough to get not disadvantage on the second.
We're going to look to the Master DM for that ruling.
No, it's
Just-
the Gauntlet DM.
It's technically like 2 separate hits.
We're going to
I
say,
think regardless, the
I think-
first attack.
what is the range? What is the range in which it loses
5 feet.
Yeah, it's 5 feet.
that it gets disadvantage?
Mhm.
Do they happen simultaneously?
That's a good question. It just says that there's 2 beams.
Um,
So I guess that would imply yes.
okay, so then we're going to say they both have disadvantage.
Okay. Well, 19 for the first hit.
You had 2, 9.
No, I had a 13 that I took the lower, right? And then I
Yeah.
plus 8.
Oh, I apologize.
Okay, and then a 20 for
Okay, they're both going to hit.
an unnatural 20. Sorry,
Mhm.
I should clarify that. But
alright.
yes. So yeah, he's going away.
You'd be more excited if it was a crit.
Okay, that's 20.
It's 20 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
alright.
get to the center of this group. You know,
You
like
hit this
away.
thing and it just launches 20 feet back and just like
Okay. Actually,
pushes back.
wait a second. Can I do a quick perception, like just a look around?
Okay.
So that's 14.
Okay.
I'm looking for Britain, like patting this guy down and seeing.
Yeah,
him
he's about
unconscious.
10 feet behind, or 20 feet behind you.
Okay, I'm going to say, "Yo, medikit on my back, grab it," and then I'm going to get ready for my. I mean, it's like in my pack, so he'd have
Okay.
to come get it. So like, I'm not going
Are
to
you
like.
still standing right there?
I'm going to try to move to the center of the group.
Okay.
So like, that's
So towards me.
yeah, by moving to the center of the group, that would leave Mr. Bubbles in the front of the group.
Yep.
All right, and then you're behind him, and then
Yep.
he would be behind you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Where
yes, and
is
then
Sindleton?
Singleton is still in the middle. He seems to be looking for a book in his sack right now.
What a guy. What a legend.
At this point, it is now Articus's first. Or I apologize. You would have taken 1 when you first got hit, correct?
I didn't roll for it.
Then we'll say it starts now. So you're gonna roll that.
It's Constitution.
No, it's just
no,
a
straight
D20.
roll.
If you get it,
D20.
yeah, you have to beat a 10. All right, so that's 1 fail. What was that roll?
4.
Okay.
That was a 4.
All right. The Galabdur that is directly there is going to move.
Could Milton do something? Can he attack?
We're going to assume that you've been commanding him. So because there's no one to command him, he's not attacking. Instead, he's cowering.
It's different than an animal companion.
Mm-hmm. At this point, that Galabdur is going to step over you and deal another blow onto you. So it's not going to deal damage. However, you will be rolling another vessel.
Okay.
As a success.
Yes.
Okay. The other, however, that has been pushed back, begins to roll again, and is rolling directly towards Mr. Bubbles.
Mhm.
It's going to hit, dealing 18 damage to him.
Man, I got off light.
Can you roll a strength saving throw?
Yeah.
Mr. Bubbles.
17.
Okay. He's able to manage to stay on his feet despite being hit.
You go, Mr. Bubbles.
At this point, it is now Bryn's turn.
Okay. I am going to get the medicine kit from Elias' backpack and attempt to use that to stabilize Articus.
Okay.
Leave
And
that
that's
just
going to.
happens.
The med kit's going to heal how much?
It doesn't heal him; it stabilizes him.
Grimjaw.
All right. So I'm going to take a sharpshooter shot with my longbow again against this golem, and then Mr. Bubbles Bonbon is going to use his reaction to try and smash his fist into its heart and pull it out and hopefully eat it.
Okay, that's we'll see how that goes. All right.
Roll 20 to hear you.
You gonna roll for the attack?
All right, I'm gonna use one of my luck, so I'll need a re-roll.
Okay.
Crit fail, and then
We
Mr.
went from a
Bubbles.
3 to a 1.
Yeah, and then Mr. Bubbles will go and try and hit him, and that will be a 19. So that'll
Okay, that is going to hit.
Now,
And-
with the luck, let me just ask, is that a re-roll or is that a advantage roll?
it's a re-roll or an advantage, or if imposed disadvantage, it's super advantage.
Okay, so you can make it. Okay.
Yes. That will do 12 damage.
Okay. So that's going to deal 12 bludgeoning damage. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
What?
All right.
Just so that the audience knows, we're currently passing around pencils like crazy.
The
Okay.
numbers must be written. Is this one?
At this point, it is now Mr. Bubbles' turn.
Alright, so Mr. Bubbles is going to take his other fist and try and slam it again into the golem.
Okay. I would like to note that it did not pull out its beating heart, despite your previous attempt.
I'm sorry.
It will
Don't
try
say
again.
What was it?
22.
22, and it hits.
Alright. It does 10 damage.
All right.
Mr. Bubbles.
As he just kind of barrels on, he's just kind of hammering his hands on hammer fist on this big rock thing. All right, it is now Elias' turn.
Alright, how are these rock things looking?
You know, they're not looking terribly tired. They look like they're like still pretty tired. They're a little tired, but they're not
Right.
completely beaten up.
Not like the Rocky version of Bloodied.
Correct.
Right.
They look
Alright.
crumbled.
Then then to this one that's like that spawned
Okay.
the copy, like I guess that's the one that's more towards the entrance. Would that make sense?
Correct.
Okay. So for that one, I'm going to cast something a little bit past it, and it's called Shatter. It's a sudden, loud, rainy noise, painfully intense. Each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. And I'm making it past it, so it's not affecting the monkey. Does that
This
make
is the
sense?
original or the first or the
This is the Shatter. This is my spell that I'm
on the
casting.
original one or the
On the original.
the original is not the one near the monkey. That's the one near Articus, which is it's standing above Articus, like so it's in the same
Oh.
space.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's standing above Articus. How high was the ceiling? You said 12 feet?
Yes.
So if I point it at the ceiling and he's on the ground.
Yeah, that would work.
Alright, great. So I'm going to then cast that, and it makes a Constitution saving throw. A non-magical object that isn't. No, sorry. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay. And what is it trying to roll?
Constitution.
Of what?
Oh, 16.
Okay. This is unsuccessful.
It does half damage then.
What do you mean it's unsuccessful?
Like it did not like it. He succeeded.
He succeeded on
okay,
the
he
throw.
succeeded.
Okay. So let me be sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Or half as much damage on successful. Okay. So I'm going to roll these now.
And what are you rolling?
The 48. That was mildly successful. 15, 18, so 9 damage.
So 9 damage. Okay.
Do both of these stone creatures appear crumbled?
I mean, the original is appearing to be slightly getting a little tired.
Okay.
But it's still this big rock thing that is still standing. It is now at the end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay, so it is Arcus' turn. You have 1 health.
Using acrobatics, I want to
You are
roll.
prone current.
Yeah, I know. That's That's why I'm clarifying that I'm using acrobatics. I want to move out, like roll out from under this thing and just like spring up like several feet back from
So
under.
are you disengaging?
I didn't realize I was engaged.
Well, he's standing above you. So you would have
Then
to
you
dash
can
away.
use an action to disengage.
Then that is what I will do.
Okay.
That's respectable.
All right. So you are now standing. I would like to ask whether you are behind it.
No, I'm in front of it
with the
everyone
crowd.
else.
Okay,
Yes.
understandable.
I'm not in front though.
All right. Well,
I
okay,
just
you
moved.
could do that. How? To clarify, the closest currently
Simpleton.
of you.
Please be simpleton.
Would be Singleton, yes.
I don't see a problem.
Okay.
I'll dash behind him and do I have time for a minor action or bonus action right now?
No, I think you use.
He used his movement and his
Use
action
movement.
to disengage. He has a bonus
Okay.
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a healing potion out and just take a long swig of that.
All right. How many do you have left?
I have a number of them that I will not disclose. But
I have access to that number.
I mean, okay, then yes, I have 2 remaining healing
Okay.
potions. Alright, that's 6 health.
You can't know. I'm kind of the
Man in
commander
charge.
of this universe. Okay, maybe you can know.
I'm also going to.
How much
I'm
did you
assuming.
heal for?
I
Just so
healed,
everyone's clear.
I healed for 6 health just now. That was
Okay.
a little less than I would have liked.
Yeah, this is also theater of the mind, John. You have to say things.
Yes. My horse is near me at this moment.
We can assume so. Yes.
I'm going to just slap him on the rear and just like point that way.
Can you explain which way is that?
Oh, I mean, I'm pointing at the stone creature that almost killed me.
Okay, so it's going to just directly charge.
Yes.
I feel like that's animal handling.
You can
Wow.
make an
You
animal
are
handling
telling an
check.
animal to like.
That
run
is fair.
into
I'm not
a giant
riding
rock.
it this time, so it's different. I should have rolled for that. It's a good thing I'm good at everything. That's going to be a unnatural 20.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So you basically are just
It's
slapping
a
and telling it to run in that direction.
I'm telling it to attack with hooves and hurt
Okay. All
and
right.
cause pain to stone creature.
See, that's what we need. That's the description I'm looking for. All right, cool. You can roll for its attack. We'll assume its turn is associated with yours.
All right. It gets a +5 when it uses hooves. How far away did I move from it?
Well,
Was it more?
we'll say 20 feet.
All right, then yes, it is charging. I don't see how this thing will knock it prone, but I rolled a 19 for the hit.
Okay, that hits.
So does it knock it prone then? Because
What is the description there?
the way a charge works is if the horse is attacking 20 feet or more away and successfully hits, knocks the creature prone, which allows it to do a second attack. But I don't know with something this big if it would matter.
I'm going to say that it would not
So
because of the size of this creature.
yay or nay on the second attack.
You
though.
get the first attack.
You can't say nay when you're doing horse stuff.
But
That's going to be
that's like true or true.
it's going to be 9 damage.
Is that bludgeoning? Is that
Yes.
considered bludgeoning damage?
Oh darn it! Stone creature's probably
It don't,
it's definitely something just logic based. But that will be all. I don't
Now
get a second
the
attack.
horse is standing straight in
Use
front
your
of
D8
this
back.
beast.
Yeah, that's
The
what it's
beast
doing.
is this Galador is going to attack straight onto this horse. What is the horse's AC?
14.
Okay, it's
It's-
going to slam into the ground.
The horse is armored. Just
It's going to slam into the
Yes.
horse or into the ground. After missing it, it's going to start to back up. The second one,
Well, I know what
facing
we're
right
gonna
off,
do this
with
time.
Mr. Bubbles is going to correct. He's
Yep.
still standing there.
Yep.
He's going to attack Mr. Bubbles. That is going. What is it?
15.
Okay, that is going to hit. He's going to take 17 damage.
Ooh, big hits for
Mr. Bubbles.
You guys are just using your animals to fight now.
I mean, I don't want to die.
So how much was it?
17 damage.
17. So 3. Mr. Bubbles.
At this time, it is Bryn's turn.
You know, my turns are always such an adventure. I never know what's gonna happen. So the one is backing up, and the other just attacked Mr. Bubbles.
Yes, correct.
How much distance has the one backing up gained from the closest member of the party to it?
15 feet.
15 feet? Would I be able to know about how far it can move in a turn, just from observation?
Well, you notice that this turns are relative in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
However, you'd be aware that normally before it does something, it can you notice it moved 15 feet. That's all you know.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go up to the far one by Mr. Bubbles, and attack that thing.
Okay.
I think.
What are you attacking with?
I am going to attack with a short sword, and then bonus for an unarmed attack.
All right. Roll for your attack.
Punch the rock.
It wasn't just a rock. It was a rock monster.
Oh my word!
Oh gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bard.
You're welcome.
What is your roll?
Okay. I'm gonna borrow one of these.
That's fine.
Okay. 22 for the sword,
Okay, that's gonna hit.
and higher than that for the unarmed attack.
That's going to also hit then.
Yeah. All right. So
You're rolling what die for damage, just so everyone's
a
listening.
D6 for the bow and a D4 for my fist.
Okay. For a total of how much damage?
That's 8 for the bow
Sword.
So 8 piercing,
and 6 for the
6
fist.
bludgeoning. All right. Thank you. Is that the end of your turn? Unless you have.
Do
a
I have
bonus
enough
action.
movement to back? No,
Yeah,
I
you can
can't because
disengage.
I'm engaged now. Because that would burn an action to disengage. So I guess that's the end of my turn.
Grimjaw, it's your turn.
How's the one that I'm attacking looking right now?
You've been attacking the
The
one
one that
that
Scott,
Bubbles is also attacking.
Bubbles is attacking Bryn.
It seems to be doing relatively all right.
Relatively all right. I say to Articus, grab your rod, move forward past them, and click it. And with that, I decide to move past. I use an action to disengage, move past the one that's in front of me. It'll be.
You're at a range, correct?
Yes,
So
I'm
you're
15.
not
I'm 15 feet.
technically-
I'm 15 feet away. So I use my full movement to move past the smaller one that we've been fighting, and I move past it to the other side, and
Oh, so you're using your action to move in and and move past it without getting attacked.
without being
I understand.
attacked.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I hear this?
Okay, so how far are you behind it?
I'm 15 feet now on the other
I can
side.
only block one of them. I don't.
Okay.
Do you want me to block the bigger
If-
one?
If we
You
get
will
if-
not be able to have this
if-
conversation. I would like to state.
Okay.
What you were heard is what you can interpret. At this point, you move, so that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay. It is now Mr. Bubbles' turn. What would you like him to do?
Mr. Bubbles flanks around to the other side, and then uses his action also to disengage and move behind me.
Okay, so like 5 feet behind, like how far?
Yeah, like about 10 feet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Elia, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Do I see this happen?
Correct.
This? Okay. I'm going to take a different approach to moving past this guy. I'm going to move into the one that he just passed, his area of control. Kind of going, if I'm thinking about this in terms of squares or hexes, I enter his area of control and move to the side, which is closest to Grimjaw,
Okay, so the other side of the tunnel.
but still within this guy's.
Understood.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
With disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay.
You used the red die.
Wow.
Why did you use the? Oh wow.
That was
Ladies and
amazing.
gentlemen, he double crit fail.
Double crit fail.
I
had 2 blasts. Try fire off a second.
You,
Why not?
That
blacked
blows my
out again.
Oh gosh.
Suddenly you
hardcore
feel
this
that
time.
thing, that urge come within you.
You should just
You
not
turn as you
roll
had
the
prepared
die.
that blast. You instead turn and launch the one at Grimjaw yet again. You're going to roll with advantage because it's a surprise attack.
All right. Pull it out. Okay. Well, I mean that's going to hit, but it's not a crit this time. So.
It's fair.
Surprise.
All right. Oh, great. So that's 7.
It appears to you that he just ran around this boulder, turned and launched the Eldritch Blast at you.
Just to hit me.
Correct.
That
is how this happened.
And we all saw this again.
You would not be aware. Well, you'd hear the blast and notice that it didn't hit the other thing if you were paying attention. However, you didn't see really what happened because it's behind the boulder.
Mhm.
Double.
Double ones, man.
That's impressive.
Double whopper.
On a disadvantage.
It
I don't know if that'd be more or less insulting than on advantage.
Tastiest crit fail I've seen in a while.
I thought he was rolling advantage.
No, disadvantage.
Weren't you rolling advantage for
No.
No, you were rolling disadvantage.
I mean, it didn't really matter much.
You could be rolling
Now
a
you
super
have
advantage, or like it is what it is.
Did you anger?
I'd also look.
Apparently.
You are also going to start charging towards Grimjaw. It was
You're
the
going
how
to
much
die.
action? Do you have?
I'm going to kill
What's your total
myself,
movement?
Apparently. What?
What's your total speed?
30. So,
Okay.
I'm not sure,
You-
how close I would be to him, but.
You'd probably at this point have like 10 movement left in you because you guys were pretty close. You're pretty packed in tight
Right.
at this point. However, the act of disengaging is going to initiate that attack from the Gauntlet.
Right.
Um,
Uh-oh. Bert
The-
just raised his eyebrows.
the Gauntlet is going to just punch straight into the ground. Part of its hand crumbles off.
Oh, yes. All right.
Alright.
So it hurts
All right.
itself.
So now it's
it
really
didn't seem to get attacked. So you are moving towards Grimjaw. At this point, the second this is now Articus's turn.
Articus is going to say, Milton! And then,
Is Milton disengaging?
I thought the creature disengaged from Milton.
Oh,
'Cause-
you're right.
How far back is Grimjaw from me?
35 feet,
Alright, cool.
40 feet.
I
Maybe?
can easily make that. I'm going to get on my horse.
Hashtag.
My horse has a speed of 60 feet.
Okay.
So from there, we're just going to use our action to dash away from the stone creature without getting
Disengage.
hit.
I'd like to point out that the other boulder, like the creature, is in the middle of this tunnel. So
Oh,
for the
is it?
passing a horse, you'd have the same difficulty you would have had previously.
Dang it.
Yeah, they got you trapped. Hashtag rock people, no winter wolves.
I don't want to get stuck between these things. What is Singleton doing right now, just out of curiosity?
Singleton is still looking for a book. He looks more determined now.
Interesting.
Must be a great book.
Yeah.
Singleton, if this book doesn't immediately just remove us from the current scenario, I don't want you here anymore.
You speak this to him?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
That wording though.
He says, I'm sorry, I'll help with what I can. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to find this book. Can't remember where I
All right,
placed it.
but if you're in between those things, when they decide to ram together,
He's about to pull out some Dr. Seuss.
the horse is half the reason we're in this mess. I'm leaving him behind.
It's a good call.
Decisions must be made.
Is that something your character would do?
I mean, like, at this point, I'm desperate, and I just had a life or death experience, so I would say that it is within the bounds of my character. I take off my silver teardrop earring that I've been wearing, and I leave it on the saddle of the horse as I sprint past it.
Ooh, edgy.
Too edgy for me.
And I run past,
Titanic music plays.
I'm going to pull out the immovable rod once more and place it in the middle of the room and then just step back.
So you pass, to be clear, can you reiterate what you did?
I rode the horse up to the stone because it
Is it an
has.
action to mount this horse?
I would think not. I would
I
think
think
if
it's
it was, it was
Or
a
you
part,
minor
of,
action.
part of your movement.
Yeah, it's part of your movement.
All right.
And the horse
So
does
then
movement.
the horse is able to move up to it because the horse can move 6 feet. I'll then leave the teardrop earring on the saddle, jump off by myself, and go past the horse and the stone creature. I'm now on the other side,
And then you use your bonus action to click.
and with my bonus action, I'll then throw out the immovable rod. And
You're now engaged with it?
no, not at all. I can move 30 feet on my own.
But you're now engaged with it. You are next to it.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep moving. I just gonna.
Well,
He disengaged.
My action is do you have an action to disengage? Or else
Yeah, he
my
used his
disengage
action.
was to move past it the first time.
Okay. You didn't clarify, so I'll
Okay, yeah, sorry. What just happened? I say this to Grimjaw.
This is good. This is good. You have to leave that there. But now he's gone insane and he's attacking me again. Again.
Elia turns to you and just
And
kind of
there's a
like
shield.
stares. And crossbow in hand, kind of like holding it towards you.
I can't do anything else this turn. I think I've wrapped up with my actions. I'm standing next to Grimjaw and we're just there and
So we're about.
I can't prepare anything. I couldn't draw my weapon at this point, I don't think. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm done then. I'll just
The
chill in there.
the one realizing it can't reach you turns around, seeing the only two people that he is able to reach, the closest being Bryn, and is going to
Sorry,
you
not
left me. You rode past me on a horse,
is going to
and you left me.
slamming down his rock hand on Bryn, dealing 14 damage. What are you at?
I was so focused on my
You're
own
at 0, so he's
survival.
also dead.
Okay, I can't go back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're.
when you say he's also dead.
What
Or he is dead. Like he will be now making his save.
Okay.
Something
I'm
made
sorry.
Elia go crazy. I almost died.
The other
This is my
Galabdur,
second time dying, so you can't even talk.
the other Galabdur,
He got booped.
Singleton.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Oh yeah, how's Singleton
Whack-a-mole.
doing in the middle of this?
Did you say Singleton?
Sing.
He's probably single.
Wow. I actually don't have the authority to ask that question, but yes. I'm sorry.
I don't have much love for Simpleton at this moment.
The
I'm sensing a
Galabdur,
nickname for him now.
the other one that is in the back, starts to roll again, and this time hitting Singleton.
It's not a good thing when the party wants their guy to get hurt.
Dealing 21 damage to Sindel.
That's got to sting a bit.
Use your book.
There's not a lot of love out there for him.
Maybe if he'd just been a tiny bit more helpful, or just a little bit more.
As he gets hit back, he's like, in his hand with the sack in one hand. He's like, "I found the book." He says that as he falls over into a prone position.
Oh man.
At this point, it is Brent's turn. You may make your first death saving throw.
Fail.
All right, that is the first fail.
Man, Justin, you're getting a lot used to those death saves, aren't you?
Get well acquainted with the side of death.
I just love the idea of him riding by and he goes, "Really? Come on!"
So
I'm very
is
sorry.
going to stand up, and with this book, he's going to kind of like almost brush his hand over it and launch balls of fire towards the Gallopter that is standing in between you and them. So between him and yourself and the party.
Okay. I'm glad he's not targeting me.
And he's going to deal 3 damage to it. It's a very light fireball. Looking disappointed, he launches another, and another after that, dealing 19 damage.
Okay. All right.
For a very
He is
split,
in fact a powerful wizard.
for a moment, I was preparing to shoot him with the crossbow.
Y'all were like,
He's like,
he went from Gandalf.
"Oh, this
to
book
Rat.
doesn't work," and he just chucks it away, chucks it behind him, and just keeps and kind of just starts moving in the direction of you guys, but not really he hasn't engaged the other one yet. He's kind of just still in the middle area. At this point, it is going to be Grimjaw's turn.
All right. As long as we have the rod, we are safe. Hold the wall. And then I let loose an arrow and
Okay.
try to hit the one that's closest to us.
Okay.
And I'm like, how far back am I from the rod?
You said, I believe, 15 feet.
Yeah.
I think-
Could I move back another 10?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Crit.
Success.
Crit success.
Okay.
Now I should have specified shit. Never.
To be clear, okay, so you'll be really double damage for that attack.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead with that.
So I roll. So it'd be 7 plus 10 plus 12 plus
This will be
15.
good.
15 damage.
15 damage?
Yep.
Okay, and what type of damage
No,
is
you
piercing?
said it wrong.
Well-
It's 15 damage.
15 damage. And that's piercing.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, it goes in, it rams right into him. At this point, Mr. Bubbles, what is he going to be doing?
Mr. Bubbles is just going to be licking his wounds. Kind of I don't know, scratching himself a little bit because he's a little itchy, and maybe I don't really know what else he can really do. He has his object throw, so if there's does he see a brick or
He does
some
not see anything of
no
use.
dirt?
No.
Okay, all right.
At this point, Eli, I would like you to make a charisma saving throw.
You're good at those.
I don't.
Thank
Why did you
goodness
say
for
that?
that.
Why every time? Can you say that I'm not good at those?
You're terrible, horrible. though.
You're
Thank
the
you.
worst ever.
All right, 19. Thank you.
Okay. You were able to regain consciousness now.
Doc is figuring out how this works.
Yeah.
I'm going. Okay, so do I turn around and am I?
You don't know what just happened. All you know is you just suddenly are now in a different location, just like last time, and
Did I see myself in a different location?
you kind of watched what happened, but you didn't have any control over it.
Okay, so it was like a lucid dream. Interesting. Okay, can I have some sense of oh hi, there's people behind me that I should run from, and I should run towards my friends.
Yes, I would say you would have that. You'd be able to see that as soon as you appear.
Does Bryn happen to be next to me?
He does not. He is behind the boulder. You can't see him. You have no clue what's going on with him.
Is-
You only see the people in front of you that are with you, and the large rock that is now protected behind you that can't get to you.
Disengage, run.
Okay.
And I run towards them and past them. Probably
Okay.
not too far past them, but like.
You
Okay.
better have a way to help me and Mr.
He
Bubbles
runs
after
towards
that.
you and enters your area after disengaging. So he is now in engagement with you. He's running towards you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
After
To
previously
us,
attacking.
he's still considered
So,
an enemy.
After passing through both of you,
And
you
he
both have
said
an
no
attack
words.
of
Yeah, he
opportunity.
didn't.
So we
That's
both
true.
have an attack of opportunity.
Oh boy.
You're about to get well, I don't have a weapon drawn.
I only have my
You would have
long.
had whatever
I
weapon
have
you
my
wanted.
longbow. So
I mean-
that'd be at disadvantage.
All right.
You never took one off.
Yeah,
I mean,
that'd be a
but
you're
like,
right next to me.
Yeah,
that's
none of
a
my-
disadvantage.
That's still plus 9 to hit. So that'd
That's
be
right.
Hit me.
23.
And then what is your attack?
5 damage.
Oh
it's
man.
with my rapier. I'm sorry. This might sting. All right, that's gonna be 21.
Okay.
Will cause a D8.
Oh. Yin,
Um,
yin
how
and
much-
yang.
That's an 8 on a D8. That's a total of 13 damage.
That's yin and yang right there. I rolled a 1. You
Okay.
rolled an 8.
So it's a total of how much damage did you deal?
I did 5.
So you took a total of
18.
18 damage.
Yeah.
How's Elia doing?
4.
Oh gosh.
Can I
Elia,
bonus
yeah,
action
yeah,
something?
you have a bonus action. You
All
can
right,
state
health
something.
potion. It's coming out.
Okay. At this point, it is Arcus's turn. How much did you heal for? 2 hit points, I believe.
4.
4 hit points.
He rolled 2 1s on D-Force.
All right, Arcus. This man who was just attacking you guys just ran towards you and chugged the potion as he charged towards you.
I'm sorry.
From all fairness of what's being stated
did-
and how
I mean,
have-
Now,
wait,
if he
wait,
ran
wait.
towards us, would he have attacked us? If
he
he
did
was-
not. He ran past you guys. I would like to clarify. You hit him, but as he ran past you,
Okay.
he ran to the other side and drank a potion.
If they had an attack of opportunity,
Mhm.
right, then I would imagine that there's at least like a split second to like say something verbal.
There would have been, but you did not.
That's
Which I apologize, but you did not make a statement.
right. Okay. Okay.
Articus. Jonathan doesn't want to do it, but Articus is going to
Yeah.
swing his rapier once more at Elia. Just that's a hit, isn't it? It's 13.
Yep.
This is unfortunate. It will
That's the
hit.
first thing that rapier has ever hit.
You're right.
Oh.
Man.
No matter what I roll, it's gonna kill you. I have +5. Yeah, that's 9 damage.
All right. I am unconscious at this point. Then.
I mean, oh, that's right. You did gain a bit though. Yeah, no, just knocked you unconscious, and yeah, that's as a bonus action. I am going to drink another potion.
All right.
2d4 plus 2. Here we go. That's a 4 and a 4.
Ooh.
Back at 17 health.
Okay.
He stabbed her and was like, I drink to this.
This turn, the first Gauntlet is going to begin backing up again. While the second one is still faced there, still cannot get through, is going to pound back down on Bryn. Continue pounding. So that is going to be, you're going to roll another death save.
Do I get?
Two of the
Do
party
you have to
was
be
about
armor
to
class for
die.
that?
No.
No,
Well,
it's
I'm
just
in-
automatic.
I'm in safety right now.
Yeah,
so
you're
as long as
So
I'm
you would just
not-
make another death save.
Because you're
Yeah, but if you don't make the
Okay.
saves yourself, it's safe to assume
That's
that
success.
medicine checks.
All right. At this point, it is your turn, which means you make your third death saving throw, and that is a fail.
Fail.
Oh
That's
no!
2 fails and 1
2
success.
fails,
Oh.
1 success.
good.
Um,
Hold it on. Just like
um,
last time.
and now it is Singleton's turn. Singleton, kind of just Yeah, he kind of just draws with his finger, like, you guys are not actually no one's. He just appears in front of you out of like a portal door that he just kind of walks out of next to you guys. He's like, "That was close. That thing ran right into me. Well, we should keep going. We should get out of the way of this."
You couldn't grab our party member on the way?
Oh, well, we need to get with haste. We are running out of time.
What happened with Alaya?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Did you do anything to her? You and your
Who's
search.
Alaya again?
Whoa.
You should not have said that. Now I want to attack you.
Do you say this
Oh
out
my
loud?
gosh. No. No, I do not say that bit out loud.
I'm but the bard.
I am
Just toys in your game.
It'd be fair to be aware that this entire time he has walked ahead of you, and you guys have not engaged with other conversation unless asking him questions, which would make it fair to assume he doesn't know your names.
Well,
And what was your you making a statement?
I don't think I said anything more. I think at this point I'm looking at Lie on the ground, and I'm really conflicted, and I really don't know what to do.
Roll
and
for it.
I don't.
roll for it. Just
So a 10 or higher, I decide to kick her. Lower,
What?
I don't.
Oh,
don't.
Thank God.
I don't. So I just pay no mind, and I don't even look at her, and I walk on by almost in disgrace because I thought that she was more than this.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's rough.
Um,
I would like at this moment to speak to Singleton. I go,
you'd have to wait till your turn,
Okay,
assuming
that's
we're
fair.
still in
Yeah.
combat and following turn order.
Yeah. Never mind.
Unless you guys are like leaving. Is that
I figured we were. I was just walking.
Okay. Well, then in that case, you'd be open to conversation if you're disengaging.
This
Yeah,
sucks.
because these two are gonna talk.
You guys are So
This sucks. I don't want to do
So that
this.
you
I
guys
don't
are
wanna
no
do it
longer
either.
fighting. You guys are continuing forward. So we're just going to follow through with your death save throws. As you guys continue to, you guys are leaving now.
Hey,
Interesting.
just out of curiosity, was there at any point did the stone creature move with enough space that Milton would take advantage of this opportunity to run past, or did it stay centered? Because
No,
Milton
he has been
would
centered
have
this whole time.
came if he had the opportunity. All right, that's fine.
Furthermore,
Milton is trapped
would
there.
Milton rescue a poor hapless monk?
It'd be like Aragorn, where it just kind of drags him to safety on the shore, like.
How would it help you? It's still trapped between two stone creatures.
Just like buck me through the gap.
So we are going to follow through with their death save throws.
All right, we'll do turns, Russian roulette style. All right,
So Doc, this is your which throw?
the first one.
The first throw.
It's 16, so that's
That's the first pass.
Would you like?
All right, he's making his possibly final death save throw. 2
Brandis.
to 1. That is a fail.
That's a fail.
All
God.
right.
Bryn,
Ugh.
with the last breath and gasp of air, the Galador makes one last stomp.
Well, I mean, I've been unconscious now
Finish
for a while.
it.
He doesn't even have to hurt me.
Thank
It's been too
Thank
long.
you, Brandon.
I'm gone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Justin did an amazing job as Bryn. Sorry, we will be taking your character sheet.
Totally, yeah.
And with that, Bryn is no more. All right. Alaya, you will be making your second death saving throw. You are one
Now
up.
all the pressure's on you, sir.
14.
That is a second success. We'll make your next throw. We'll just do them all back to back.
That's a 3.
That's a fail.
2 successes, 1 fail.
Oh, that's off the table. Hang on. 17.
Success.
That's a success.
You stabilize.
You guys at this point have started to walk away. You were able to hear a gasp off in the distance. And from where you came.
I turn with my arrow and
I also turn
I'm like
with my short bow prepared as well.
I'm ready to shoot because this person has betrayed me 2 times and I'm almost through with it. And I need to be really
I would like
pursued.
to say something
Okay.
before
I
they
really
fire
need, I
any
really need to
shots
be
at me.
persuaded to
Alright,
not shoot.
You're still prone. You're gonna get
Alright.
up, I assume.
I'm actually just gonna lay there. If I look up, I'm going to see them and I'm like, I get it. You know how I told you before getting into this cave that I was feeling weird, and how if I tried to kill you, it wasn't on purpose, and I'm really sorry, but please don't try to kill me. Because this was an actual thing that I said.
Be
Rolling
that.
for persuasion.
Yeah, he did say that. So and he rolled a
We didn't
20.
say all that. You said
He rolled a
how many
28 when he tried to pursue me before. So I'm going to.
Yeah, but that was right.
Yeah,
You.
that was before everything that happened.
Yeah, it's true.
Articus.
That's
he would
not
have
you.
to make this roll again because
Mhm.
of everything that's happened from that point.
So that's an 18 plus 8. So take your leave it, gentlemen.
Charisma saving throw against that.
Yeah.
Just 7 plus
me as well.
2. So I believe him. I'm really reluctant, but
18.
Okay.
I let him get up.
So
What was
he
yours?
rolled a 26.
All right. I shout, "Be that as it may, you're too dangerous to have around. I do believe that you are a good person, I truly do, but I don't want you near me. I think that you are hazardous, and I have enough hazards to deal with as it is. It may be best if you stay out of this." I turn to Singleton at this point, and I also ask him myself, Singleton, do you detect any sort of magic or other effect around the party or around Elias specifically?
He says, I suppose I could find a book for that. Just give me 1 minute. And he opens his sack and he starts to look through his sack.
Oh man.
I take
Can-
a swig of fine water.
Are we able to while he's doing that take a short rest?
So you're saying he's going to sit for an hour while he does this? Such little faith in Simba.
I mean, if it does turn out to that, I'd like that as well.
Yeah, if he can find a book about this, I'm totally
After
up for
about
that.
5 minutes of searching, he's like, I can't seem to find a book for that. I'll worry about that later.
So I'm going to kind of get up a little I'm not holding weapons or anything.
You stay in front of me at all times now. I am keeping my eye on you.
That's fair. If
I would like to propose a different sort of action. Guard the stone creatures for us. I'm genuinely terrified of having you around at this moment. I
Right.
believe
that persuasion wasn't enough.
No.
It was
No.
enough to convince you that he wasn't.
I am convinced that you are not intentionally harming us, and I know I'm like with the mystic sand, my knowledge of how weird things happen in other dimensions, because Articus has done dimensional traveling. I'm aware that things can be weird.
Right.
However, you are dangerous,
He goes
and you
to
don't.
one plane and he's an expert.
I'm also arrogant. Did I mention that?
So what is your decision?
I think that it is, even though she is not intentionally doing it, that having her around could hurt us all because I've seen how powerful she is, and I say this to the rest of the party, and I go, Singleton, what do you think?
He was scared of you before the possession.
That's true. I did.
Right.
I did point out that I was scared of her.
Okay, so are you going with this consensus?
I completely agree.
All right, so you two
Interesting.
you all are continuing with Singleton.
I wanted to ask Singleton what he thought.
Singleton says, "Well, seems fine with me.
That's because you
Let's
ain't got
proceed
hit by
forward.
nothing.
as long as this gets
Well,
done, I'll be okay."
You did get it.
That
You
sounds
didn't
like a
get
good
hit by Elia.
Use of our
Grimjaw's.
resources.
Grimjaw is really the
so
one making the final
we-
decision because he's the one
So you
that's
guys start to
alert.
continue forward.
Yes, we still have pass without trace on us. From
Oh, sweet.
So
Right.
because I
Isn't
haven't
that
broke.
concentration?
Isn't that
Yes,
what
I haven't broke concentration.
Yeah,
that
he hasn't
whole
used
fight.
a spell. I don't
I haven't
I-
used Hunter's Mark that whole fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant. That's lovely.
Yeah, so
I have a question.
Yes.
Alright. So like, and this is, I mean, this is weird because we're in the gauntlet right now, so
Mhm.
it's hard to ask questions. But if I stay put, right, what does that mean for me, like overall?
Like,
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Because like, I mean, like I understand that like from a character perspective, but like from like playing this game perspective, I'm a little like confused as to like options here.
you can
'Cause, like-
choose to follow this, and I'm not going to say that you automatically lose. Okay, so that is
Okay.
an option.
I think that might qualify as one of our non-lethal dropout options if you want. Like,
Oh,
if you want to just like say, I'm out,
Save Elia, but don't.
Elia would
succeed.
still be alive.
Right. Okay. Well, seeing that I'm probably going to get 2 arrows in the face and a cape to smash my body if I go this way, and I'm going to get a rock full in the mouth if I go that way. I'm frustrated.
Wait, before I should also mention about that non-lethal option.
Right.
That does mean you're stuck here. Your
Right.
character is stuck here. Moreover, it is a desert. I will let you do with that as you will.
I'm
Right.
gonna roll for something.
Right.
You have to
my
make
character.
a campaign to save her from the desert.
Yeah,
If you were to with the possibility to survive.
See,
You guys had made your
my
decisions. You guys
okay.
are on.
Yeah. All right.
Moving forward.
All right.
I go, Singleton, can you send her home?
Sindleton says, "We've already started moving. I'm sorry. I don't."
I stand in front of him and go, Singleton, can you send her home? This is persuasion. Alright, you're probably
He
stuck
says-
here. I'm sorry.
I mean, I
We
wouldn't
are running out of
mind.
time. We should go forward.
Can I help with that? And I just shout
The
down.
total
I
is
wouldn't mind.
10.
Technically, it is a help action.
Roll for perception to see if you can help it. Roll with
That
disadvantage because it's the maddening winds are loud.
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
Um,
So you weren't able to hear that.
right.
He kind of just says, "We're running out of time. We must keep going," and he just keeps walking forward.
I might. Yeah,
As
I'll stay here.
Okay.
we move forward, I'm gonna pop my last potion of healing.
Before that, I would like to give a round of applause to Elia and Doc, who did a wonderful job playing with him. You can still save him. You'd have to do some
Never
sort
figured
of
out.
thing, and yes, you would have to fight those things again. They'll still be
Problem.
there.
Well, I've got the rod in front of me, so
As
I
long as you
figure-
make that campaign, you can do it.
I'm still gonna need your character sheet though, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Here. Do you want
Um,
the spells too, or not?
You
Just for the audience, I have like 4 spell sheets in front of me right now.
Yeah, he was- yeah,
yes,
he
he had a
was
lot.
stacked.
He did an amazing job.
I'm gonna need a folder for the we're just stuck here folder, I guess.
Yes, I can give you all the information on my gauntlet to help you with that.
Yeah.
And I'm also willing to help run that if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not
So moving forward, you guys travel further. The more you travel, the winds grow louder and louder. I would like everyone to, or both of you, to make a, as well as Mr. Bubbles, to make a wisdom saving throw.
I just drank my
thinking,
potion. Here,
Let me
so-
remember to roll for my horse, and then I remembered that I left him behind.
Oh.
Oh.
Mr. Bubbles.
True to order, the Falcon form. No
I
horse remains
6 and
unkilled.
then a 17 from Mr. Bubbles.
Okay.
we just hate horses.
And Articus, what was your roll?
It's going to be a 10.
Okay. You all succeed. After what feels like a couple hours, you're not sure. You've been traveling for a while. Maybe a couple hours. You start to see light somewhat off in the distance.
Can
It's a weird, colorful light.
I like kind of try and see what's through the light or what's on the other side, or
Okay. You can roll for perception.
that's a 5.
You're not quite sure. As you approach closer,
It's shiny.
you notice the winds grow louder and louder. As you see that this tunnel finally opens up. As it opens up, there's this very large cavern. Inside this cavern, it's very large. You were able to see a small, basically it's a small, like a town, larger than the town you had seen before, and a little more preserved. There is a lot of it is destroyed, but some parts of it are actually like still intact, but very few. There is, and you can see off in the distance a hill of sand in which you can see this very old-looking building, in which you can see this green and purple auras surrounding, and they kind of shoot all across this cavern, lighting up the cavern. And you can feel that that's the source of the wind that has been coming out through these tunnels. You are also able it's surrounding this building that looks very much like the temple you had been looking for, and so you can see that Singleton is able to notice that when he sees it. He says, "We've made it, the temple." He says kind of within like a relatively like average voice.
How far away is it?
It seems to be about 400 feet, 500
Okay.
feet. It's like
Yeah.
through a city. So,
Yeah, so
or maybe a little longer than that.
alright.
I would like both of you to roll for perception.
Yeah.
Quickly as you enter this.
Oh dear.
That'd be a 12. And then should I do it for Mr. Bubbles or
Yes.
alright.
If you'd like.
That's
What was the highest roll?
14.
Okay. You were able to see
Actually, I might need your.
in an instant. It is made clear why
Thank you, sir.
these tunnels were formed. You were able to see. Off in the distance, what seems like several giant purple worms moving throughout this city. Some of them are in. You see one of them plummet through the hole in the wall and comes out into the city. It seems that they're kind of just living in this town as if it's their home. However, you note that none of them seem to be near this temple.
so they're like in the town surrounding to
And there
the
is a
temple.
main street going towards the temple.
How much longer? Oh shoot! Now, we've walked for a considerable amount of time. How long does Pass Without Trace last?
An hour. And
Now it's
so
gone.
Yeah, that is gone.
okay. Alright.
Gone.
So from what direction do I see where the purple worms
It
are?
appears that you note 3
3.
that are currently there. One is on the right side in the town, a little bit back in the distance, and one's a little closer on the left side of town, and one's in the far back on the left.
And how
It seems
tall,
that there may be a path there.
how
but you're
tall
not
are the
positive.
buildings?
The buildings vary in size between some of them very large with like 4 stories, some of them being as small as 1. They kind of are different, and a lot of them are in shambles because of these giant purple worms running through them. But some are actually surprisingly intact.
I gesture to. I asked Singleton. I go, "You wouldn't have a trick up your sleeve for successfully getting through this mess now, would ya?"
Says, I suppose we could just walk to it.
Singleton, you noticed the giant purple worms, did you not?
Yes, but it doesn't seem they've done me any harm.
You're right. They haven't done you any harm yet. But do you genuinely believe that those worms are not going to eat you or try to at all?
Well, I don't know, but that's why I brought you here.
Can I try to make
Singleton, we are very badly hurt. We are running out of resources. We don't have that much. Do you have anything that might help us stay hidden?
You're right, we are running out of time. And we are low on resources, so we should move forward. Let's keep going.
Can I try and make a
I don't
nature check
want him
about
to
these
move
purple
forward
worms?
at
Because
all
Okay.
without being useful.
Mimi knows what they are, but my character.
Okay. Yeah, you can both roll nature checks. If you'd like.
So that'd be a be a 6.
Okay. Well, I can just tell you what you see.
Yeah.
They are gargantuan monstrosities, so they're very large.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're the size of the tunnels. So they are clearly the things that have been burrowing them. That's an easy distinction to make.
That's not fair.
Other than that,
That's not
you're
fair.
kind of not sure.
That's not fair.
Now you said the one was far off to the right,
Yes.
and the two were on the left.
Correct.
Kind of.
What do you say we kind of go through the right side and around?
I think that's a mighty fine idea.
All right. So
Singleton, you need to try to be stealthy.
all right, I want to roll for stealth.
Okay. Both of you are going to roll for stealth, and as well as
12 and
Alright, interference on the bag.
13. 12 and 13.
That's going to be 16, 20, unnatural 20.
Singleton seems to be pretty stealthy, kind of going along with what you're doing. You're doing a well job. As you guys are kind of climbing through like the rubble and stuff, you accidentally press on a larger rock by accident, and you cause a tumbling effect and knock over. They echo surprisingly
And
through,
I
and it's
have
almost as if things grew quiet. Suddenly, you notice. To clarify, that was Grimjaw that made that knocked over these. Did you roll lower, or did Mr. Bubbles roll?
I did.
Okay, yeah, you knocked over this rock that caused almost like a tumbling effect that knocked over others and made a very loud noise.
Yeah.
You hear. You basically you hear very large like motion moving in your direction.
Can I use,
Can we start moving? I want to.
Can I
I
use-
want to dash.
No, I want to dash as well.
Yeah,
Can I
wanna-
use thaumaturgy to replicate that loud noise somewhere else? I guess back towards no. Well, okay, so in the direction we're moving, like the path that we're traveling to get there, like way off to the side from that path. So if we're it's in a way that knowing the kind of relative position of the worms, it will cause all the worms to move out of our path. Is where I'm launching this noise.
Of the three you're aware.
Of the three that I'm aware, yes.
Okay.
Do I hear can I distinct not?
You
I
can't
guess,
make out any particular. You can roll perception to see.
survival.
Perception.
That's okay. That's 15.
Okay. You can only hear the three right now, and that you can really make out, but you're not sure. There could be more.
I don't hear abstract
I
rumbling.
mean, you're just
from
hearing a
other
lot of
places.
noises as well
That's
as the
fair.
wind's running crazy. So
That's
you're
fair.
not.
Okay, so
Entirely
with the
sure.
three I'm aware of, I'm going to cast. I'm going to use
Is behind you?
thaumaturgy. No, to draw the worms out of our path that we plan
Okay.
on
There's
taking.
two ahead of you to the left and one ahead of you to the right. So
Then-
if you were
Farther ahead,
towards the temple,
behind the temple, past the
it's
temple.
that. To be clear, the temple is on a hill up against the back wall of
Oh.
the cavern.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't very clear on that.
Okay.
But that is the way that's.
Then I guess off to the right where the two are.
The left is
The
where
No,
the two
the left is where the two are. My bad. Whoops. The left where the two of them are, hopefully drawing that one in that direction. And then we're going to move.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we're just not moving then.
Well, I mean, I guess we'll wait a bit and
Okay.
see how these worms start to
Okay.
move.
Then you're going to. With that, you can tell that the rumbling kind of moves them all towards the left. You can make another stealth check to continue moving.
Let's do that.
silently.
Me and Mr. Bubbles too.
Correct, everyone.
Away from the line.
Nat 20 for me.
Okay.
Basketball.
And 9 for Mr. Bubbles.
I almost said April bullworm. That is my girlfriend.
I rolled an
Different.
unnatural 20 again.
Okay. You both were very silent. Singleton was fairly silent. However, Mr. Bubbles knocked over, he kind of went to open this door to go through and just kind of ripped it off and half of the wall because it's all very much broken and down. After this,
How far are we?
they start rampaging. The purple worms are all around you now.
They're coming.
Wait, the
towards
noise is coming
They
from all around
draw
us?
you. They are all swarming up on you.
us? All right. Are they
Can
coming
I
from
cast
the
thaumaturgy again?
You can attempt to, but it seems that one of them has at least made eyes on Mr. Bubbles.
Oh crap, that's a problem. In that case, I go and I say, I can cast Silent Image and make it look like we're running in one direction while we move another.
I like
Do we
that.
propose that?
I like that.
So how does that silent image work?
Silent Image makes a illusion that requires an investigation check against my charisma to like succeed, but like only if the creature's like, I guess if the creature chooses to make that distinction. The way it works is I can choose on my turn to move the image wherever I want. It lasts for up to a minute, and I can just kind of send it anywhere, and I can make it up to 15 feet cube in size, so I could make all three of us look like we're
Okay.
running in a
So
different
to be
direction.
deceived by it, what do you need to roll? What do they need to roll?
They don't roll. They're automatically deceived by it. They have to
Okay.
roll to become not deceived by it, I guess, is how I would. I don't know how else to word it. It's
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's against 16, not 16, 15. Sorry.
Okay.
In order to not be
So
confused by it.
you project these images.
I guess no, I can't do both at the same time. Never mind.
You project these images as you move, hoping that they would draw the attack. However, it had no effect, and Mr. Bubbles, being completely exposed, gets attacked by a bite as the worm jumps across.
I just let you do you, boo.
We all just sat there, just like,
Yeah.
I wonder if John's gonna figure that out.
Outside of game, they are aware. They are making John aware that the purple worm does not have eyes and is attracted to sound. However,
Because he looked
inside of
really
game,
confused.
they would not be aware of this, which is
Yeah.
response in their actions.
He said
And-
that it made eye contact, and
Like able to detect it.
I realize that now. But now it's-
He just thought these things had giant googly eyes.
Um,
I was imagining them more like caterpillars, I guess.
And he takes 21 damage.
He's. Well, he. Is that zero?
Do
Does
they-
he get a death saving throw, or is he just consumed?
He is eaten whole by this thing. It just swallowed.
jeez.
It basically, it actually burrowed under, came out and bit him whole, swallowing him and flying away. Burrowing further into a tunnel
it-
outside the
Could we
It's
all just
time.
have an applause for Mr. Bubbles?
Yeah.
Mr. Bubbles, the real MVP.
Now it's
Alright.
actually up to you guys.
At this
Don't worry.
point, you guys are going to be making dex saving throws if you are trying to run for your lives towards this tunnel.
Acrobatics?
You can use acrobatics, yes.
All right. Saving throws. All right.
Correct. Or,
Wait,
yes,
wait, what is happening? Is the building falling apart?
You were no, just to run towards
Oh,
this
that
building
makes
and
sense.
avoid these.
23. 23.
Okay.
1 second. That's
Don't get the math wrong.
16.
Okay. What did you roll out of chance on your base roll? Just curious.
Base was 7.
All right. You'll both be rolling again. There will be a series of dex throws based on your responses.
Oh, rolled off. So that'd be a 17.
Okay. And
25.
The suspense.
I'll
all right,
die.
and you'll be making one last dex save.
All right. That'd be a 25. 25.
Oh god. That's a 7. 11.
Grimjaw, you didn't even notice as you were sprinting for your life that that Articus had fallen slightly behind.
I feel so alone. It's dark and I'm cold and I'm lonely. It's so
And
yourself
in
not
response
even a
to
person.
as you are running, you're just running as fast as you can, not paying attention, but not fast enough. This thing jumps in, bites you, and swallows you, dealing 18 damage to you, and you're now trapped inside of its stomach.
Well, I'm at -1 again.
Okay. You are no longer able to see this man.
simple.
If you come back from this,
Singleton
you'll be
is
the greatest.
along.
I don't think I can do it.
Singleton is alongside of
I
you.
have
Alright.
an idea,
So
but I don't know how it would work with this creature.
alright.
Huh?
It's just us now. So
Yeah, but I can.
what's the
It's
plan?
stable.
What's the
stable?
plan for us old folk right around here?
Well, suppose we go inside.
I,
See, at this, there's large stone doors
okay.
in the front entrance of this temple as you ran up the stairs to get to it. As you got to the stairs, the purple worms started running into some sort of barrier and weren't able to hit the temple or you
Okay.
in the area.
Alright, so I'm just gonna walk side by side with something and just
I hope I can
Hope
solve
let's
this.
give us-
I have an idea.
yeah.
Well,
I'm not dead yet. Don't start clapping for me. You
Alright.
wait until it's official. You wait
That's
until
fair.
you see me write down that
perhaps
third
we
death
make those
save.
rolls
Check.
now.
I'm doing all
making-
3. I mean,
uh,
well, not all 3, but I'm just. You want me to do all of them now before they continue?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
Slices out the purple worm. Just roll 3 at once. Just do it. Just do
Okay.
it.
You know what?
Do-
Just.
there you go.
All right.
You're a madman.
All right. That's.
Oh,
All those were terrible because that landed on the front of the wagon. All right, that's a fail. Success. Fail.
It's 2 fails, 1 success, and roll again, please.
Oh!
Let's give a round of applause as the acid consumes Articus. He is now becoming
I was gonna make this
molded
thing
into
throw
purple
me
worm
up.
body parts.
And I would just like to point out, and I know this is me taking over a second, in your final moments, I think you see Wadi in your mind's
I
eye.
see Wadi in my mind.
Is that the mushroom dude?
Yeah.
He's the mushroom dude who technically trained him.
The Mushroom Kingdom, got it.
Yep.
All right. Well, now it is just
Got
you,
so
Grimjaw,
far,
and unfortunately, your
but
companion
in
is gone.
the end, it
It's true,
doesn't even
Bubbles.
matter.
It's okay. He lives inside me.
All right. So, are you going to open these doors?
I will fling them open like a girl going to prom in her prom dress and walking in and is really happy about it.
Valid. So you fling these doors open, and immediately the winds, more powerful than ever, hit you, and you are going to be rolling a wisdom save.
Now I'm gonna use luck.
Okay. He crit failed, so he's going to use his luck, in
That'd
which
be-
he does a success.
I have one more luck left.
Okay. You are now flinging open the doors. At this point, you can see the Lamia is standing there up front and says, "You cannot pass." Before you can speak, you hear an interruption from behind it. Something you had not seen yet before. As you look behind, it is something that you've never. I assume you have never seen
Yeah.
before. It has the head of a humanoid male on it, and its lion body. It has wings, very large wings, fully maned. It is an androsphinx.
Dude, I'm so
Um,
sorry.
As you look up,
Oh my gosh!
As you look up, you notice it is chained to something on a chain to the back wall.
Mhm.
At this point, it says, "Lamia, step aside. He is not worthy, and he will not pass here. See, you've come to dethrone me and take my chronograph. Well, I've known you were coming since the day you set foot on my sands, and I know that none of you are worthy."
I'm only one person.
Singleton is also
Oh,
there.
he's here too.
Lamia bows and steps out into a different room inside the temple. From that point, it is only you and the Androsphinx, which is tied to the other side. I would like you to make a perception check.
So that'd be a 9.
Okay. You are actually you know you can kind of make it out on the ceiling behind the Androsphinx. On a little pedestal is the chronograph. It looks very much like an hourglass, and you can tell by seeing it that, and by seeing Singleton's reaction, that is it, laying right behind him.
All right. Can you please explain to me, like Simpleton, what do I need to do to get it? What do I need to? Do I just need to grab it and then I can go home?
Suppose that would work. Let's do that.
Suppose that would work.
At this point,
Where? Okay.
at this point, I would like you to make one additional perception check.
Okay. Oh. So that'd be 12.
Okay. You notice a figure take shape in your area. Suddenly, you've seen this shape before. It starts to pull up the dust, and it starts to take a more material form. From that point, you notice that it's that form you've been following you in the desert. It stands up. You notice it is an invisible stalker, a wind elemental. You're able to see it. It releases the chains of the Androsphinx, releasing it from its chains and allowing it to be free.
Dude, I am so sorry.
Thank you, my worthy servants. You are finally able to find me and set me free. Now I don't need to hold back.
So how far away is the hourglass?
I'd first like you to roll initiative.
Of course.
Um,
Of course, the one time it matters. 10.
okay. You are standing directly in front of it, and it has the advantage.
My God.
You stand before it, and it says, "You will be never allowed to pass. You are not worthy." And it lets out a ferocious roar. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 7.
You are stunned by this ferocious roar. You feel that you cannot move. You turn and Singleton is not there. He seems to be just gone. At this point, you are unable to move, and the Androsphinx is automatically upon you, as if it had just shifted into location in front of you. You are still paralyzed, unable to do anything. As it stands above you, and
This is a heck of a way to go out.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, roll some 20s. Do it.
I mean, like,
Burst out the crates.
and it jams down on you with both claws into your chest.
Oh my God.
Dealing 41 damage.
Oh my
gosh! All right.
What are you at?
I was at 31.
Oh.
And it kills you.
Wow.
It stands above you and says, "Thank you, my friend." As you see off in the corner of the room, you see Singleton draw a door and step out of it, carrying a sack of books.
Wow. Wow.
Well,
Well,
thank you,
Of course.
Grimjaw Strongjaw.
It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
It was my
Thank you,
pleasure.
everyone. Thank you, everyone who participated.
I'd like to give a thanks out to Mike
go,
for
man.
letting me DM this.
Absolutely. Of course.
I want to thank all my players. You did an amazing job today.
Thank you.
I would like to point out that you can check out the other Gauntlet on our YouTube channel, Order of the Falcon. Please, again, look at our Facebook, and also look for maybe a future rescue mission. We still have someone in the desert. And a Sphinx that is free. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true. Wow. Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens next time on the Gauntlet. Thank you guys.
all right. Thank you very much. Have a good night.